Hello YouTube, this is Frog Legs Models. Billy here. Just wanted to talk to you. A lot of people sent me comments about the resin making. Here's some molds I've done. I did them out of ordinary like Pringles potato chip lids. And what I do is I'll put the parts that I'm wanting to use in there. The best bet is to use water the first time. That way you can not waste none of your resin material, your rubber resin material. It's 50-50. I showed the stuff I use on there. And a lot of times I'll put these in here and I put the detail that I want on the top, because you're constantly got to push these down into your mold. So that being said, then after that you flip it upside down and you cut your item out just like this. This is a one-part mold, and like air cleaners and water pumps and stuff like that, you don't need a two-part mold because you're not going to see the bottom of it. Valve covers, stuff like that. And then let's take this off like this, and there I can make this air cleaner as many times as I want. And the reason why I like this air cleaner is because it's got the ridges on it. Reminds me sort of like the 80s, 70s, 80s. You just cut the stuff out that you want to use. You still have the original part, and then you have parts that you make. Anything that has holes in it, it's very hard to do in a two-part mold or one-part mold. See, and there's the air cleaner. These are some of the stuff I use so I don't leak anything. This is a butter dish. I use the top and bottom, depends on how much I need as far as to cover up the mold. I've done everything from tires, car frames, to like Pro Streets. This one right here is in another one of them potato chip lids. You can see I got distributors, valve covers, shocks. I rebuild a bunch of models that I buy off the internet and trade with people, and I rebuild them. I do that more than the actual buying models in a box. Like I said, I've always done like the junkyard thing, like my dad and my uncle and my stepdad. They all would fix up cars. So that's sort of how it seems like I got more creativity doing that than a model out of the box. So I'm constantly needing distributors, valve covers, air cleaners, shocks, stuff that was missing from the models or whatever. Here I'm making my own lower control arms, upper and lower control arms. On starters is another one. It's very hard to get. So for a few cents, I can make as many as I want. I think the last resin stuff I bought was like $10 off of Amazon. The mold stuff, I think I gave 14 because it was a lot more of it. But I could have put more parts in there, but you want to give yourself a gap in between because you don't want the gasket to blow out. You don't want your resin to leak over into the other part. You want to give it a good, that way you can keep reusing it. If you do it real thin, the parts don't work out that well. It doesn't hold up. But I know a lot of people ask me questions about this. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, to message me. I'll be more willing to help anybody that's trying to save money. This is the best way I know to save money because I didn't want to buy a bunch of air cleaners, a bunch of valve covers, distributor caps. I wanted the stuff. I always have it, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what I do. Like I said, I use any type of dish I can get a hold of, but put water in it so you know your measurement, like how much you're using. 50-50, that's what I use. So you figure out with water how much resin you can use, and it saves you money because you don't want to waste a lot of resin. It's very easy to clean up with alcohol, and like I said, you can buy it. You can put any of your acrylics in it. Like this, you just put a little bit in it. And this right here will make hard tires. Any color you want to put in it. But like I said, you're just putting drops in it. You're not putting like a gob of stuff in it because you don't want it to break down. Figure out it's a hit and miss. I've been doing it for years, since '96. I think the first place I ever got it was Micromark, and it was expensive. So like I said, I didn't stick with it because I figured it up. I wasn't saving no money. But now there's so many different companies that you can buy this resin stuff. But like I said, I stick with 50-50. That way I'm doing 50A, 50B. No, and they usually, you buy them off eBay and Amazon and stuff, they usually come with like measuring cups, and you just figure out 50-50, So you're going to put 10 of one in, 10 of the other. I mean, it's as simple as it be. You just make sure you stir that stuff up good. Stir it up good. And they also got some that you can use UV light and it hardens quickly. It's a little more expensive. Let's see, I use wooden popsicle sticks to stir it up. Like I said, it's just a way for everybody to save money. That's what I'm trying to do. And we still have models to trade. We have got rid of the motorcycle and one of the 39 bodies, but we still have all the other stuff. And the other video, we got rid of the van and the boat. So the other stuff, the Porsche, all that stuff's still available. So if you're interested in that, give me a holler. I'm willing to do some trading. And the way I do it is called faith trading. You get my item, then you send out the item you traded me. That way we're all safe. That way I call it faith trading. I take a man in his word. That's the way you call it. And that's what I call faith trading. Thank you all, and God bless.